we got a green thing going on here. Hello, Don't know if I'ma see you again. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Fist bump to all of you. Also, I look like I have no eyelashes because I had extensions on for about 3 months and I've just taken them off and now I feel bold. Anyway, continuing on. If you're new here, we are currently on 99.6 thousand. What? 900,000? Oh, okay, we're almost at 1 million. Okay, let me get my numbers right first. 99.6k. We are almost there at 100. But yeah, I'm so excited to celebrate with all of you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the little bell for the notifications. I will highly appreciate all of that. Also, I am missing a nail. I took it off during stress moment, so I'm now got 9 fingers. Nails. What? Fingernails. These are your questions. I've screenshotted them already, so I won't be flicking through 4,000 questions. Come back! I can't reach my phone. Oh, I think I just pulled a muscle doing that. First question. How do you get over anxiety around boys? Firstly, I think it comes with a lot of self-confidence, reassuring yourself that you are enough. I think a lot of the time girls try to impress boys. You just need to sit back and relax. Like, if you're trying to impress a person and you're not being yourself, then that ain't gonna cut it. If you're being yourself and they happen to like it, then obviously that is a good person to look into. Do you know what I mean? You just need to feel comfortable in yourself, and also in public spaces, be your most confident self. Like Kate Elizabeth said this and I was like, wow, like honestly, just be your most confident version of yourself, because confidence is attractive. This is literally what Kate Elizabeth said. Fake confidence. Telling your mum about a boyfriend and also asking to stay around when you're 16. Now this is actually really heartfelt for me because I'm miyingg. This is just me in a nutshell. Telling your mum about a boyfriend. You don't actually need to tell them. Like, you don't need to tell your parents you're in a relationship because it's your life. Do you know what I mean? Obviously they are your parents, but I don't personally think it's like a do or die situation. Like, they don't need to know. I just tell my mum because it was just natural for me to tell her. But if it's not natural for you to like tell your parents that you're in a relationship, like, it's really, you don't need to. And about staying around at 16, so I actually stayed around a boy's house for the first time when I was 16. I remember I was on my way to cheerleading and like I was just like, when do I bring it up? Because you don't know how they're gonna react. My mum was so calm with it. And also if your mum, especially if you're speaking to your mum, I'm just gonna use my mum because that's who I spoke to. If your mum is very understanding, it will literally just go one way.
I also wanted to say, if you've like spoke about this boy like frequently, then it's not like a surprise. You know what I mean? It's not like randomly I'm gonna stay around Bob's house. Do you know what I mean? It's someone you've spoke about and your parents know you've had like relation with. So yeah, if you've spoken highly of them as well, that would be really good before asking to stay.
And also I think it's just about their trust on you. So if you know that they trust you, they just might have some rules. Like my mum said you can't sleep in the same bed when you go, and I was like, calm. I was just driving to cheer while she was, and I was like, can I stay at someone's house tomorrow? And then like she kind of didn't say anything, and I swear on my life, bless her little heart and soul, she cried. And the reason she cried was because she was like, you're growing up and like blah blah blah, you've never asked me that before, and like bless her. Yeah, she ended up saying yeah. I think it's just really like the way I break things out to my mum is if we're in like a car journey and I know I'm gonna get out the car at the end, because it's kind of awkward if you just tell them downstairs in the kitchen, then you come upstairs and then you have to go back downstairs for dinner later. Do you know what I mean? You might be able to do that, but I just can't do that kind of confrontation, so I kind of do it when I know I'm about to leave. So just kind of bring it up maybe in that kind of situation, like if you're on your car ride to wherever and you know you're gonna get out. I don't think it's that difficult. Just literally go for it. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna grow up. How do I get rid of razor burn and ingrown hairs? So I'm guessing you're talking about down there. Personally, I don't actually get razor burn, and I think it's because this is what I do. At the end of my shower or my bath, it's best to do it then because all your pores are open up and it's just easier to shave. So what I do first is I use Veet hair removal cream. This is really difficult because you literally have to be so careful that you don't get it on like your insides, because if it's there, you're done. So I kind of do that on like, so imagine if this is like where I'm shaving, so you see you kind of get the shape. I kind of just do this bit with Veet, and then what I do is I then exfoliate and then I put conditioner on. If you have coconut oil, that's also really good as well. I use my razor and I go downwards first. like this. And basically, because of the hair removal cream, most of your hair is already gone. I'm gonna try and show you like on my face. So when I shave, I make sure to, with one hand, to pull the skin so it's like tight and like it won't just get caught downwards like this, and then I go sideways, and then I go the other side. And then if there is like them little hairs that will not go, if you did use a hair removal cream on that area, tweezers pull out the hairs. I'm telling you all my life, once you put the V cream on, it doesn't actually hurt to tweezer it out. Ingrown hairs, a bit crazy, but yes, I do tweezer them out no matter where they are on my body. It does hurt like for that split second, but you just have to, do you know what I mean, real quick, and just do it. And even though people say you shouldn't, I do go up as well, just at the very end, but I'm so careful. I pull my skin so tight, and I'm like, so I go so slow because I don't want to cut myself or get razor burn. And then the bit afterwards is really important. This is kind of really cold as well. Put cold water on it because then it closes up all the pores. And then when you dry it, make sure you pat it dry and then let it air. A tip is not to put on underwear straight away. For example, for like a going out routine, I get in my bath or shower first, and I make sure that I either like shaved the night before, or I do it in that bath, but then I need to have at least 2 hours before I put my outfit on. If you put it on straight away, you're kind of like suffocating it all. And also try and wear cotton underwear if you've just fresh shaved. If I talk to my dad about my period, do you think he'll be awkward about it? Also, love you so much. Love you as well, even though your name's not here. I think a lot of people also asking about mums. I think mums literally just say, mum, I need to talk to you, and then just say, I've started my period. I just wanted to let you know I know how to deal with it. If you don't want any more questions, just literally say, I know how to deal with it, I'm fine, no more questions. Obviously, if you need their help, then they'll speak. But with dads, I remember I started my period. I messaged my mum and was like, can you come help me? And she walked in my room and I was like, I started my period. And she just laughed at me because by the time I started my period, I think I was like 16. So I'd been waiting for it for quite a long time. She just laughed at me and I was like, it's not funny. Then anyway, I went down for breakfast, and I think it was my dad's birthday, and I just went to him, I started my period. Like, just so he knows, because sometimes he changes the bathroom bins. Like, it's just, like, your mum's probably, if your parents are together, your mum's probably gonna tell him anyway, so you might as well hear it from the horse's mouth. Yeah, I just told my dad, and I don't think it'll be awkward. Like, he knows it's gonna happen at some point. He might just not know how to react, and that's completely normal. You just gotta laugh and just be like, it's all right, like, I know how to deal with it. And if you don't know how to deal with it, talk to your friends. A boy is trying to force me to do stuff with him, but I don't know how to tell him I'm uncomfortable. Just tell him. I know it's difficult because you don't want to like hurt his feelings necessarily, but you're just gonna hurt your own feelings if you end up doing something you don't want to do. And also, you'll definitely regret, even if it's the smallest thing later, you'll definitely regret it. Yeah, it's just not a good thing to like, it's just not a good situation to put yourself in. And sometimes saying no is really difficult, but maybe just be like, maybe not now, like in the future. Boys, if you are watching, not many boys are probably watching this video, but if you're trying to force something, like, please leave the earth, actually, because that's kind of rude. Actually, it's majorly rude, so see you later. Are you scared for laser hair removal, and how much does it cost for a full Brazilian? So if you don't know, I'm actually getting laser hair removal. I'm getting my armpits done in 2 weeks time, I think, and then I'm getting my bikini line done, but I think I am gonna go for the full Brazilian just because that's what I do anyway when I shave. Hollywood? I don't know the differences, but it's just the one where you get it all off. Am I scared for laser hair removal? No, I wasn't actually scared until I was like speaking to people and they were like, sorry, I keep touching my hair because it's really flat and I don't know why. Then someone said that it was kind of painful, but maybe their pain tolerance is just different to mine. Okay, well, I'm not expecting it to hurt. How much did it cost? Brazilian, bikini line, LA, Hollywood, wherever the hell their names are, they were all the same price. I got it for 75% off and I booked 10 sessions. You don't necessarily need 10. A lot of people just say you need around 5 to 7. £220, I think. I can't actually get it done until I'm 18, so I'm gonna wait till December and then I'll get that done and I will never have to shave. How much time will you be saving, ladies? Honestly, my acne has gotten worse and I feel like everyone's judging me and I feel so ugly. Don't feel that way because you're just gonna make yourself feel so much worse. If it is really getting to you, which I'm guessing it is, go to your doctor. My doctors gave me a cream and I'm literally gonna book in another thing because my skin has got so awful. The doctors have so many things for it. You just need to go and see them and then it's fine, and no one's judging. It's just, you know, it's just a thing. It's only temporary. I haven't started my period and I'm almost 16. I don't fit in with conversations all my friends have. Oh my god, it's such a blessing to not have your period. I don't know why girls always get so, I want my period. No you don't, okay? Like, I remember, even because I was 16 and got mine, I remember I was like, no, like, why am I not getting it? Am I just not developing? Is there a crack? I think I've got a crack on my screen. Don't worry, I didn't start mine until I was 16, so you have nothing to worry about. How to get a guy to notice you and how to start talking to him. I'm not the best person to talk to you about this. My flirting is rubbish. My talking game is weak. Technically, I'm just a pretty face. I'm joking. Notice you. Look your best all the time. Act like amazing all the time. Always be like confident, be funny, slightly like touch his arm. Just like, you know, like what all them girls do when they like try and flirt with everyone. You know who I'm on about. Well, not everyone, but I know what I'm on about. You just got to be confident, funny, and be yourself, because if you're being someone else and they fall for that, you're gonna have a long time acting your whole life. How to get over a boy you see every day. That just hurts my heart in general. I have not gone through this. From just hearing how other people deal with it, just try and refrain from making eye contact with them. You have similar friends, just kind of, it's just about keeping your distance while it still hurts. I think it's about just eye contact, because if you look into their eyes, that's it, you know what I mean? Try not to stalk them on social media. If you see them coming towards you, just act like you didn't see them and carry on talking to your friends, or just carry on la-di-dying with your life. Most unspoken about red flags. I don't know if it's the most unspoken, but I think a red flag is when they try and correct you on everything you do. So for example, if I wear something and then they're kind of like, maybe you should change, or if I decide I want to do something, they're like, maybe not. Small little controlling things. I think that's kind of it, because small things can build up into bigger things, or like, you know, small things can then build up and then it affects you more than what the actual, like, if someone just said to you, oh my god, stop talking, like, that's such a little thing. If they said it to you, every sentence you said, it would get to you at some point. I think even questioning what you're doing, especially if it's like, I'm gonna go read a book, maybe you shouldn't. Like, if it's something as small as that, you're just suddenly like, do I need to question everything I do in my life? How to fully know you like a guy and should try to pursue it. I think if you're a little single Pringle ready to mingle, go with every single guy, and you will know when someone stands out compared to the rest of the people, and that's when I think you should try and pursue it more and drop everyone else you're talking to. It's not hoish at all because you're single. Do you know what I mean? You have no one, you have no loyalties to anyone, so I think just talk to whoever pops up to you, whoever you're gonna pop up to, and yeah, just you'll know if someone stands out compared to everyone else. I'm 15 and I've never worn a tampon because I'm too scared to wear one. Any advice? Go for it. Take a mirror and probably a box of tampons. I think I tried 3 or 4 on my first time trying it, it's about the angle, because you kind of come up this way rather than straight up, and it's just about knowing where to put it. So I would say take 3 and just be prepared that it will be kind of dry if you're doing like 3 and taking it out and bloody blah. But yeah, I'd say use a mirror, take your phone in there so then you can like search up ways to try and do it, and take a box of tampons. Don't just take one, because you'll be walking out and getting more. Hey girly, what age would you recommend starting to drink at? Lol. I think this is a difficult question. Definitely depends on, yeah, your bring up, your friends, and just kind of where you live. I didn't start drinking till I was 18. I said 18. I know a lot of my friends started when they were 13, 14, 12 even. It is just so different, and I think it's just about you being safe with it. I mean, the people I know were drinking in fields, but I think it's just kind of whatever you want to do. I don't think there's a specific age. Obviously don't start drinking at like 10. I think a good age is probably your teenager age, like 14, 15. That's really bad, isn't it? I meant 18. 18 you should start drinking, yeah? It's just about being safe with it. Like, please don't die, please don't get your stomach pumped, please don't like die, like seriously. But yeah, it's just about having a good time, knowing your limits. Really random, but when people shave their cat, do people shave everything off? Totally preference. I do shave everything off. That's a fat lie. If like I haven't shaved in a long time but I have dance, I kind of just do the edges. But if I was to actually shave, I do everything, but you don't necessarily have to. Like, you can just do the bikini line, you can have a strip, you can have like a small triangle, you can do whatever you want really. You can make a little butterfly down there. Good age to lose the V card. On a serious note, there is no good age. There is definitely age like 18. No, I'm joking. There is no age, but that doesn't necessarily mean go now. I definitely think it needs to be someone you trust. I think a lot of people think about sex as like different things. I definitely think it's more of a loving thing that you need to share with someone you trust. A lot of people don't. They just kind of see someone and or they're just like, I need to get over someone. I just think it's much more sentimental than that, and I don't think I'm not judging anyone for that. I just personally think it's something. Your virginity isn't important, as in you shouldn't ever feel like you've lost it because you gave it to someone you trust. If you obviously have lost it, you've given it to someone. Like, you can't just be like, I want to get it over and done with. Prepare yourself. No right age, just gotta happen when it happens, and it happens safely. S-A-F-E. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. How to become confident in my body. You're stuck with your body. I'm sorry if that makes you sad. If it does, do something about it. I mean, there's a lot of things you can't change. Like, I don't like my shoulders or my waist, but my waist literally will not be getting much skinnier than what it is. You just gotta work on it. Over lockdown, I did gain a few kilograms. You might not have been able to see it, but I think I gained about, I don't even know, 5 kg. And I've gone back to the gym and I've lost 2 of it. That's a lie. Probably 1. 2, 1.5. You've just got to embrace who you are and what you have, because everybody was made different and everybody is sexy in their own motherfucking way. Is your first time painful? I think people expect excruciating pain. I think again it's just to do with pain tolerance. In my opinion, it wasn't painful, it was more of like a pressure, how do I explain, X-rated stuff. No, how do I explain? It's kind of like I would explain it as pressure that you hadn't felt before. Obviously pressure, you get me, pressure is all I can get out of it. That's just my way of explaining it. No, yeah, it was painful, but not painful, do you know what I mean? Just pressure. Birth control or condoms? Both. In my, for instance, in my existence, in my no, it's not my opinion, in my instance, both. Partly because I do not want a kid and I do not want to abort, so you know, double protection, is that even a thing? I don't know. I'm on the, not the combined pill, the mini pill I think it's called, but yeah, you can never be too sure. I know plenty of people on TikTok that have gotten preggers with the pill, so am I risking it for a chocolate biscuit? No, neither are you. Totally down to whatever you want to do, but always please use contraception if you don't want a kid. Appropriate age to buy thongs / sexier underwear. See, I think they're completely different things. Thongs I do not think are sexy at all, but then you can get thongs that are sexy. I think thongs is something you can wear at definitely a younger age. I think they are so much more comfortable, and I don't think there should be a persona about them which makes them awkward. Like, if you want to start wearing them in your starting secondary school, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Your parents might think otherwise, which is fair enough, but sexy underwear, I think that's like, see, the age 15 to me sounds so young, but if I think about like people I know, 15 isn't, no, yeah it is, no, like I think 15, 16, 17, it really depends on you. Like, everyone is so different. Sexy underwear I think just comes a bit in the future when you're in a relationship, because you don't really need it. Like, why are you spending that money if you're a single person? Unless you're like 20 and you want to go out, calm. But yeah, I think thongs and sexy underwear are split into 2 different categories personally. What age do you think people should start dating? Whenever you fall in love, just whenever you want. Like, when you're year 7, year 8, even year 9, like they all are just rubbish relationships, aren't they? Unless you're still with your year 7 boyfriend, then that's absolutely amazing, round of applause to you. Starts getting serious around, yeah, 10, 11. Don't go like getting 10 bodies, but what I'm saying is just, you know, go have your fun. Tips for sport hygiene, please. Cotton underwear, making sure you clean yourself in the bath or shower. That's all I can really say. Deodorant on you all the time. Antiperspirant is really good. Body sprays. Washing your hair. Do you prefer tampons or pads? Tampons. I do not wear pads at all, unless I'm like just coming off my period and I want to wear one to sleep. What to do about being catcalled? Now, I think it depends. If it's like they walk past you and you can see them, I don't necessarily, this one's so hard. The easiest thing is just this. Suck my finger. Do you know what I mean? Like, just go away. You're actually perverted. You probably have a family back at home and you've just catcalled a teenager. That's the easiest thing. Perv. Rapey behavior from guys that just gets pushed to the side. The reason I chose this one is because I think it is much more common than what people think. I've now got pins and needles in my left leg. Rapey behavior does not necessarily mean getting into a bed. Some boys actually genuinely think they're being funny, and I'm sitting there watching what they're doing. I'm like, this is not funny at all. This is like borderline illegal. I think you just have to bring it up. If you think something is genuinely wrong, just look at them and be like, what you're doing is wrong, shut up. You just need to stop brushing it under the carpet, because some people just take it as a joke. It's like locker room conversation, like boys conversations in changing rooms and stuff. Sometimes things in there can be said so badly, I think, and people just need to actually just speak up about it. Like, if you hear something that you think is wrong, do not laugh because you're trying to fit in and not be mean. Genuinely say, that's disgusting, you're actually on a different universe and I should call the police on you. you? 999, what's your emergency? Yeah, that's all of the questions I got today. If you guys like it, maybe I'll do a part 2. So follow my Instagram so you can be part of part 2. If your questions didn't get answered, definitely ask them again if I do a part 2, because you might be in part 2. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Good damn bye. Can't wait to get to 100k, because then the next goal is 250, then it's 500, and then 750, a million. The death, the bachelor seems so fitting for what's time?